actually, I said earlier on, I haven't listened to anything more than once. I did listen to this 2 or 3 times, and there is actually some interesting lyrical kind of
that's the whole
toys in there.
That's the first part of all about the song. It's mostly I've said about the lyrics because I mean it's kind of standardy guitar kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No offense.
It also takes too long to kick in. It's about 45 seconds or 40 seconds before he starts singing. And
if you want some production value, you want a little organ on there or something, sticking something if you're going to be introduced.
Cut that.
But listen, like I said, we're doing a review. We're not doing reviews.
Yeah.
Thanks for adding that, Sean.
Yeah. Listen, it's perfectly fine. I like the name of it. Lyrically, there's some interesting stuff going on. I wouldn't open up with I never smelled a horse. I couldn't get behind or something. I wouldn't open up the song talking about the smell of horses.
I've never smelled a horse, I couldn't get behind.
Something like
Is
that.
Called like
I'd
that?
put like a kill a man. I can't remember.
Just sort of Bob Dylan feel to it.
Interesting stuff in it. I'd like to hear it re-recorded in a proper studio, because the problem is that the vocals are way too loud. And
you know what, Sean, man? Get a Patreon.
Get a Patreon going. The guitar is too clicky. You can hear the pick scraping off the strings more than you can actually hear the guitar.
But maybe that's the style, the Bob Dylan kind of folky.
Maybe. We'll move on anyway.
It down to
Thanks for that.
Bare bones, yeah.
What's next? Brian Eno.
And David Byrne. This album is phenomenal.
This song is outrageous.
This album is phenomenal. I only found this album. I only heard about this album in around 2006 when it was. This was sent in by Kieran. I'm really glad he did, because I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to get Brian Eno in at some stage, and this is the perfect way to get him in. The album My Life in the Bush of Ghosts, I think is the name of it, and it got re-released in 2006, and that's when I first heard of it. It was a bit of a buzz about it. You know, all the reviews were just outrageous, and I was like, "Shit, right? I'll put that on the list." And I never went back to it until about 3 years ago. I was making a playlist of songs that I wanted to help me fall asleep to. That's in no way a disparaging comment about fucking Brian Eno. That's a compliment, if anything.
You wouldn't be going to sleep to this.
Not this one, but
Yeah.
I put the Brian Eno song. What's the fucking Brian Eno song? Ending, isn't it? Ending. Yeah, an ending by Brian Eno. And I went, you know what? I don't listen to enough Brian Eno. So I went and dug into it, and I found this album, and I was like, that is bananas good. And that's your saying. I just stole one of your sayings.
Super.
It's
So good.
so good. It's this would have been a huge influence on people like Kate Bush and stuff like that. And even Pink Floyd came out and said, you know, this is outrageously good.
This sounds like it's so smooth. Like it's
probably the funkiest song on the album.
just mad funky. It sounds
This song Regiment is probably the biggest well-known song off this album.
But it just sounds like a 70s cop show car chase type of feel to it.
This was released after Brian Eno worked with Talking Heads, but it was recorded before.
Really?
But they had to spend so long getting all the sample clearance.
Yeah.
Because there's so many samples on it, and it uses that like tape editing. There's so much kind of really forward-thinking production gone into this, and it's really...
What year was this made?
81.
Doesn't sound it. Sounds way more modern.
It absolutely does. The production... Well, we probably heard a remastered version, because
but even then...
The 2006 one, I think, was remastered. It's so weird. Like, if you're bringing in... Talk about Brian Eno and David Byrne working together, it's going to have a world music feel to it, but it's also going to be really creepy and weird.
Yeah.
So it has that Middle Eastern kind of feel to it at times.
Yeah, it just sounds like it should be in a Martin Scorsese movie or something. It's got that real tight cut, but it's the funk, like the groove to it is outrageous.
Check out the album My Life in the Bush.
Yeah, and it's essentially instrumental bar some fucking squawking, like
samples.
Yeah, just it has some vocal samples.
Don't expect David Byrne to be singing on all these songs.
No. Right, next is Radiohead, Man of War.
Yeah, this is sent in by Wayne.
Yeah.
Now this is obviously 1996 or 7.
Yes.
But we only heard it in 2018, 19?
2018.
18,
when
yeah.
Okay Not Okay came out, yeah.
Yeah, and you did a video the last time we did a video.
About Okay Not Okay, yeah. I brought
this was this was the kind of lead by this new version of the album single. No, it's almost like a new single.
Yeah, even though it's
OK
years
Computer.
old. Yeah.
And it's a great song.
I believe this was recorded, the first version of the song was recorded even way before OK Computer was recorded. And apparently there's 3 or 4 versions of it doing the rounds.
Well, it's Radiohead, so that's probably the 3 that we know about.
Yeah. So originally this was written as like an homage to a Bond theme. And it was re-recorded for the movie The Avengers, not like fucking Marvel The Avengers, but the Hollywood remake of the British kind of spy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
apparently it doesn't have Ralph Fiennes in it.
He's probably in everything back then.
Apparently that was absolute dog shit.
It's just whatever, the umbrellas and fucking bowler hats. That nonsense.
Apparently that remake was awesome.
Was it, what's her name? Pulp Fiction? Wasn't she in it? Uma Thurman?
I'm pretty sure Ray Fiennes was. Ralph Fiennes, Ray Fiennes. Are they the same dude?
No, they're brothers, I think. I think there's 3 of them. I think there's 3 Fiennes brothers.
One of them was called Ray and Ralph, I think. That's where I get confused.
There's one there, and they spell their names wrong.
Yeah.
I don't, who
and then their
cares?
dad's like the famous explorer.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Shackleton, yeah, him.
Shackleton.
So yeah, I think this version of it is the Avengers version of it. And it wasn't included in the soundtrack for some reason. Not properly. It was deleted.
It does sound like a very Radiohead, when they do a soundtrack song, it sounds like a very specific type of Radiohead song. So it'll have that Spectre feel, and it'll have, because he's a massive fan of Bond themes, Tom York and stuff like that.
So apparently what they done was, it wasn't used in the Avengers, so they submitted it to, when the Bond movie Spectre was being made.
Yeah.
They submitted it to fucking Broccoli, man who owns Broccoli.
Own Broccoli, yeah.
Who actually owns the vegetable Broccoli, who finances all the Bond movies. Yeah. And they turned it down because it wasn't written for that movie.
So then they wrote Spectre.
Yes.
Which is one of my favourite Radiohead songs.
Yeah.
But then that didn't get accepted either.
Yeah. So it's a whole big clusterfuck. And the first time you ever heard it was on OK Not OK, that reissue and remaster.
Yeah.
That again, there's an album that did not need a remaster, but I'll take it anyway.
Yeah, no,
it's just another 50 quid for me to spend, isn't it?
Yeah.
The strings you hear on this are from the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra.
They're very good, aren't they? At the old strings.
Good at what they do. They didn't get just a lot of random people in. They got
if
the
you
Royal
can't get
Philharmonic.
the Budapest, you get those lads.
The fucking Royal Philharmonic, and for an unreleased song, imagine how much money was spent into production. Get the Royal Philharmonic in.
Well, he probably did it for Spectre as well. He really wants to be on.
Yeah, but he had a few bob at that stage. Like, this is post Benz. Do you know what I mean? Well, they were big, but fuck me, lad. Like, the Royal Philharmonic must be a couple of.
Well, was that not re-recorded for this recently?
No,
really.
This one is as far as I know, the one that's on there is the Avengers version of it.
They could have been to the record label and went, give us money for old strings.
And again, their recording values have always.
We need money for new strings. What for the guitar? No, for the entire string section.
Literally, like
and
an
we want
orchestra.
the best of the best.
Yeah, this is an insane song. It's so good. It's definitely the best new song included in OK Not OK. The other one. What's the other one people are going about?
I know the one.
Lost or starts with an L. Lost on You, or I can't remember. It's okay. It sounds a bit somewhere in between Pablo Honey and the Bends, but this is most certainly would fit in very, very well on the original version of OK Computer. It's got that vibe. I'm actually sad it wasn't on the original version of it. Lyrically, it's very interesting. I'll bake you a cake made of all their eyes. There's some mad shit going on. It's definitely.
He's talking crazy stuff.
Exactly. That boy is
crazy.
It's just insane.
But he took a break from the old social anxiety songs and then he just went to bake it a cake.
Yeah, just killing people and fucking eating them. It's a great song. My favourite of the new songs, and it's definitely the one that was most well received of the new songs included in that repackaged OK Not OK.
Yeah.
Our last one is
Wedding Present Dare from the album Sea Monsters 1991. I've literally just forgot to write down who put this in, so we'll mention that.
It was you that's listening.
No, oh yeah, it's you. I think it's music. No, the Wedding Present are gone a very long time. They're a band from Leeds. They're clearly kind of like
1985.
85? Oh, they're gone since then. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of your man's voice. I really can't really get to grips with it. But they are. Your man is a fantastic songwriter. I can't think of his name right now. The voice isn't for me. You can tell that they're influenced by The Fall.
Yeah, I have that written down as well. Buzzcocks and The Fall.
But you know who they definitely influenced, because if they're from Leeds, right, and Shed 7 are from York, this song Wedding Present, it definitely sounds like a blueprint for Bully Boy by Shed 7. It has that feel to it. You can actually sing the chorus along to it. A little bit. You can sing Bully Boy a little bit. So you can tell that that's kind of the influence on a lot of indie music.
Yeah.
But Shed 7 are a little bit different to the indie stuff as well. So it's kind of more rock and roll. This is like, I think this is quite a self-contained band from what I remember about knowing about them.
They have 20 past members.
Yeah, it's just him. It's just your man. Is it Brian something?
I can't remember. Yeah. I had it written down and scribbled it out because I think I spelled his name wrong and I never went back and done it properly.
Yeah.
So 20 past members. The singer is the only original member. It's his band.
It's a really well written song, but it's just the voice.
My problem with this song is that the recording is garbage. The recording hurts me listening to it. It's mad empty and shelly, and
that's probably that's where you get your Fall influence, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they broke up and they reformed in 2004, and they're still going. I have it written down as well. The elements of the Buzzcocks and the Fall. I have there as well. It's grand. It's British indie music. We've been saying this for years. As with everything,
they're very dead around. I don't think they ever followed any kind of trend. They kind of seem like a band that have a solid fan base, and they don't really want to mess.
Well, the same with the Fall. When Mackie Smith died, and there was people I hadn't a clue like the Fall coming out of fucking woodwork. So I'm sure the same thing will happen when this cunt dies.
God forbid, touch all the wood.
I'm sure there's absolutely they have a massive fan base.
So
the song is fine. It's grand.
Yeah,
it's British indie music. The same with all.
It's a little bit more. I wouldn't say typical indie.
No. But
he's a little bit.
This is from before that.
Yeah, well before that. So
but it definitely influenced a lot.
They would have been the outliers of like the start of indie.
Yeah.
In England, so that's why I mentioned like Shed 7. I really feel like Shed 7 listened to this band a lot.
Quite possibly, probably went to the gigs.
Yeah, well, they're only down. It's 20 minutes away.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. Thanks again for all your submissions. We'll do another one to try and make it through another 8 of them. Those were ones. If we just ripped one of your favourite songs out, it's tough shy.
Yeah, sorry about you. Don't put it up there.
No.
But actually do. That list is always open. The listener submission list is always open. The link to it is on our Facebook. So if you have a song, enter one song. Don't enter more. We will delete all your songs if you put more than one on. Don't be a prick. Put one song on and we will get around to it. We're not going to do these every week. This is every couple of weeks that we're going to do one of these. As always, get us on patreon.com/Lost Art Podcast. Give us a few quid so we can make more content for you. And we will talk to you again in a couple of weeks.
Right.